Issue Born and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to share with you an awesome news episode. Yes, the news that we have here is unreal. Of course, some of you who've already following us on our community tab, you must come to know about Oyarzabal and Merino. We're going to go dig deep into that, but first, we're also going to dig deep into certain things that Ian Wright said that he actually um, he should not have said. Of course, we're going to talk about Sokratis, his teammate, saying that he's actually shared some secrets of Arsenal already under Mikel Arteta. Everything will be discussed in this episode, so stay tuned for that. And more importantly, this is one of the most exciting episode that I've ever recorded because it's actually we are getting linked with some super exciting players, man. I mean, I actually kind of build my career modes. I develop a lot of other teams in my career modes in rebuilding phase using these kind of players. I mean, it's super exciting to get linked with them even in real life. So let's just jump into the first news that we got here. Is about Ian Wright. Now he shares what Alex Lacazette said to him after being mocked on Match of the Day. So according to Charles Jones, who reports this, that Ian Wright in his podcast has disclosed what Alex Lacazette has said to him after being mocked on the Match of the Day. So actually, Ian Wright made fun of Alex Lacazette's exaggerated screams after going down against Burnley by doing a bit of an acting on the Match of the Day, and probably Lacazette might not have liked it. So this is what Ian Wright said. He said, "We were digging out the screaming. My biggest mistake was screaming at the end. It was stupid. It wasn't a problem for Gary Lineker. It wasn't a problem for Dion Dublin. But at the same time, I have to realize what it means for the Arsenal fan base to feel like one of their own is digging them out. I can only say I'm digging out screaming. We're talking about people who are screaming and get up and play on." Right then went on to discuss the internal conversations that happened at the BBC about the making fun in the whole incident. He said the main thing was making it right with Lacazette. I'm not bothered about what comes back in terms of digging out about it, but I needed to make sure he was okay with it, and he was. So Wright's co-host then asked, "So you hit up Laka?" "Absolutely," says Wright. He said, "And what was the thing you said?" He was just like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it." He said, "Yeah," he said, "It's nothing, man. That's nothing, bro." To the point where he said, "I'm glad you're okay as well. You know what I mean," that kind of a joke. That's the mark of the man that Ian Wright is. Unreal, isn't it? That is super from Lacazette as well. But Ian Wright, you know, to fix things, and that's what I love about my legend, Ian Wright. In every way, talking about Sokratis Papasadopoulos. Well, I'm sorry, I just forgot about this image, but here we go. So Olympiacos star Bruma has actually no fear ahead of the Europa League clash against Arsenal. He said, "Sokratis has told us Arsenal's secrets." Yes, well, it looks like Sokratis might actually turn out to be the rat who rats out literally every information. Let's see what Bruma had to say about it. Bruma says, "He has told us some secrets, but I won't tell you about any of them." It's between us and Sokratis, of course. He says, of course, he knows Arsenal's locker room better than anyone. He is a player with a lot of experience. He's played for Milan, Dortmund, and Arsenal, who are all great, great clubs. So Sokratis is a very good voice. He's been helping a lot in the locker room, and he's been helping the team a lot with his experience. We're really pleased to have him here, and I'm sure he's going to be a big help on Thursday. It's talking about the revenge. He said, talking about the fear factor, he says, "Not at all. It's natural that Arsenal talk about revenge, but every game has its history, and everyone is feeling good about this one in our team. We were on the journey back from Holland after playing PSV in the round of 32 when the draw was made, and it was a surprise for us all. We were all happy because it's going to be a great, great game. We want it, and despite not being an easy tie, we're just thinking of winning, and that's all that matters. I wasn't here last year, of course, but it was a great match, especially for Olympiacos. Me and my teammates have talked a little bit about it, and we all know it's not going to be an easy tie again. Well, so anything is possible." So he believes it. Let's see how things will change for Bruma. Well, let's see. All the best for him is what I'm going to say about him. So moving on, talking about more stuff. Well, here are the most exciting talents. Arsenal are being linked. The duo from Real Sociedad. Now, Arsenal fans have been reacting to a transfer claim involving sporting director Edu Gaspar. Now, you know how he pulled off Thomas Partey. So the latest transfer claim has said that Real Sociedad star winger Mikel Oyarzabal and his teammate Mikel Merino. Yes, Merino was a former Newcastle United midfielder. Both of them It looks like Edu Gaspar has been in touch with the agents over the pair ahead of the proposed move. Now the problem with that proposed double deal is that Oyarzabal has a release clause of worth £65 million and Merino is worth around £51 million, with the players under contract at La Real until 2024 and 2025 respectively. That could make it a difficult challenge for Arsenal to pull off even one of the two transfers, particularly with Sociedad likely they're looking to qualify for Europa League minimum next season. But that could allow the Basque side to remain comfortable enough financially to stick to those release clauses, and they might just do that regardless given the importance of both the players as well. So some Arsenal fans have reacted to it. So somebody said quality players, another one says Oyarzabal, what a player. Merino is doing bits for Sociedad as well. Another one said ballers, another one says what a player. Both from the same team that Mikel Arteta came, it's perfect. Says another one said both serious ballers. Oyarzabal would be signing of the summer. Another one said Merino and Oyarzabal, the Mikels are ballers. Well, it'll be awesome. I mean, awesome it is. So speaking about his experience with the Magpies, Merino last month spoke to Guardian. He said, in Spain, heading onto the pitch, you're thinking about tactics, positions, the ball. In England, I didn't think much about the ball. It was more about the battle. I am who I am because of the Premier League. It made me harder, stronger, taught me to take the hits. You have a perception of football and you get there, and it's not that. It's more physical, more direct. The game doesn't stop. These are men with enormous bodies. I understand why some can't adapt. The league changes you. I remember Rafa Benitez telling me to play quickly, 1 or 2 touches. He said if they get to you, they'll hit you or take the ball. So yes, that's the reality, and let us talk about more stuff. All the Arsenal fans are excited about it. And here's somebody like Aubameyang explaining his goal celebration. Did you know what was the reason about it? Like, why does he do that? Like, seriously, why? So, no stranger to the social media, was invited to Arsenal's official Twitch channel where he joined host Frimpong, and one of the first questions he was asked from fans was about his celebration. So Aubameyang said, maybe I need to check with some adrenaline in a final, maybe. Why not the backflip? I will try it and don't break my back. Well, that's what he said. Okay, so yes. Moving on about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a big splash is going to happen at Arsenal, because it looks like Unai Emery has identified a replacement for Pau Torres if Manchester United or Arsenal come to buy Pau Torres. Now, Unai Emery actually faces a difficult summer at Villarreal because Pau Torres is being wanted by a host of clubs. Now, Emery has stayed for more than a year at Arsenal. He has already identified, oh my god, you would love to hear it, it's Pablo Mari. Yes, according to Al Gol Digital, Emery is considering a move for Pablo Mari. Mari has been a key player at times for Arsenal this season, but he has been limited by injuries and stuff. So yes, Pablo Mari has started each of Arsenal's last 3 Premier League games, suggesting that he is part of Mikel Arteta's plans. But the report claims Villarreal are confident that they could tempt Mari to Castellón. Mari joined Arsenal last year for £4.5 million from Flamenco, and it looks like he would be the ideal replacement for Pau Torres. Now it looks like, because beyond Pau Torres and 35-year-old Raul Albion, the Yellow Submarine only have Ramiro Funes Mori as a permanent centre-back alternative, though they could move to remedy that with the signing of Juan Foyth, who is currently on loan from Tottenham. Foyth has largely played in holding midfield or right back under Emery, but he does have offered depth at the centre-back position. They might go for Pablo Mari. Let's see if that is going to be happening or not. But moving on, so Sokratis has opened up about his Arsenal life to Chris Wheatley. He said, it was a little bit strange because a couple of months ago I was with them. I still speak a lot with the people at Arsenal because I was there for 2.5 years. I'm in touch with the players. I spoke with them and they are excited that we play against each other. I'm close to a lot of them: David Luiz, Granit Xhaka, Aubameyang, Laka, Hector Bellerin, and also Cedric. These are the players I speak a lot with. I spoke with them, and of course it's strange to be facing Arsenal, but I want to win. I want to go to the next round with Olympiacos. Friendship is one thing, but qualification is another. Talking about terminating his contract, he says everything is going well. I found everything comfortable, and it was a lot easier than expected to settle in. I decided to join Olympiacos because they showed me from the first minute until the last that they wanted me as a leader of their team. They showed the most interest, and there is also the possibility of winning trophies here. But is he mocking Arsenal? I don't know. I really don't know. So, talking about more stuff, let's talk about the Mikel Arteta's press conference before the Olympiacos game. So he was asked a certain barrage of questions. Talking about the revenge over Olympiacos, he says it was a really tough one to swallow. The way it happened at the end was really cruel after everything we did in the two games to lose it in the way we did and with the last chance that Oba had. But we moved on. Obviously, we have some feeling towards that team and we want to put it right. And talking about Partey on when we'll see his best, Mikel said, I think this is just the starting. I'm starting to get used to how my mates play and how the Premier League goes. With time, everything will be good. And talking about Partey on frustration over injuries, Mikel said, yes, it was a difficult moment to get used to how to play, how the team play. And I think the injuries are part of the adaptation, and now I feel good. So that's what Partey also joined in on the press conference. So talking about Xhaka, Partey said, I think he's a great player. We all know how he works hard for the club. He works hard for the mates. And when he's on the pitch, we have to keep raising each other's, fighting for each other, and that's how we are going to have a good game. It doesn't matter who we play with, we have to do our best. Now, about Sokratis, Arteta said, it's going to be good to see Papa. He's such a good character. He's liked and loved by everybody. Yeah. And talking about the improvements from last year, Arteta said, I think we are a better team than last year. Looking back at the way we played and the way we are playing now, we've come a long way. Well, yes, about Emil Smith-Rowe's fitness, he said he's close to returning. That's really good, isn't it? He's close to returning. He's going to have a full session today to see if he's going to be involved tomorrow. And we'll see where we are with him. Yes, that's the party and that is the plan. So yes, this is it what I got for you guys in this episode. I hope you enjoyed, liked it. Please let me know what you guys feel about it. Mikel Oyarzabal at Arsenal. Is that the best thing to see? Is that the best news that ever came across to you in the recent months? Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. I will see you in the next one.